I wake up at 4:30 a.m. 5 days a week to work a job that pays too little and demands too much. I'm away from family, friends, loved ones, and a place I used to call home. I've missed graduations, birthdays, bachelor parties, weddings, reunions, children being born, first words, first steps, barbecues, and a thing I call fellowship. I've abandoned financial security, paved roads, societal expectations, and inner peace. I've questioned, lost faith, slipped, split on promises, abused and used those around me. I've taken and not given back. I've moved, hid, ran, and cowered from fears. I've had realizations, blood promises, therapy sessions, phone calls, meetings, and step work. I've dreamt about becoming the man I see when I close my eyes at night. I've started taking steps towards that person, but all too often I stray and lose sight of what is truly important. But today is a new day, and damn be those thoughts that transpose sleep. I've been there, and it's rotten to the core. You see, sleep used to be that great divide, splitting two separate worlds. But alas, the demons chase me through the night. All too often I wake feeling anxious, scared, and hollow. I try and place these feelings, but to no hope. They are as real to me as the ground that stands my feet, but as imperceptible as space and time. I curse God, destroy good, smoke cigarettes, take walks, and pray once again for eternal rest. Sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. I used to think there wasn't. I used to believe that I was the expectation, that I was incapable of inner peace. And what a fool I was. See, happiness isn't something I search for, but something, when found, hold very close to my heart. I am constant motion and emotion. I am imperfection. I am loving. I am laughter and humor. I am a friend, brother, son, comedian, and a resident of the great state of California. I am highs and I am lows, but beyond a shadow of a doubt, I am alive. And for that, I am very grateful. Welcome to another episode of My Tight Hamstrings. I am your host, Graham Rogers, and with me as always, our fearless gospel leader, the man behind the organ, the man with the gray in his beard, the disciple of disciples, the man wearing Croc slippers at night, the man feeding the hungry, Mr. Gerard Bauer. And we're alive right now, and that's about as far as we can go and as far as we know, right?
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Welcome to the show. Yo, I was doing laundry earlier today, and I'm thinking about inner peace while I'm writing this monologue, right? And this guy next to me, okay, he's drinking one of those super big iced teas, the ones that like are too big for them to only cost 99 cents. It's a little bit suspect when I see someone drinking a 30-ounce iced tea that only costs 99 cents. And at first he asked me for a pen, and usually my backpack is full of pens, being the prolific writer I is. But today I only had one pen, and I was using that pen to write that monologue. So then he starts talking on the phone to maybe, I don't know, sound like maybe a private detective of some sort. And what I overheard was a little bit discouraging, a little bit unfortunate. See, this man who had asked me for a pen, the same man that asked for my trust to let him borrow something of mine, had indeed lost a cat. But he didn't lose the cat on purpose. See, he had dated someone who was, dare I say, a little bit evil. See, his ex, for whom he had dated for 4 months, has not given his cat back. And for that, this guy wanted to hire some extra help. And he was on the phone with this person, and I got to hear a little inside scoop. He was referring to this girl as all sorts of things. A witchy woman. A cat lady without a cause. You know, maybe some other unfortunate words that I don't want to necessarily speak about here in church. Right? And then I could tell when he was on the phone with this PI, private investigator, that he was looking at me for some kind of help or some kind of, I don't know, some kind of resolution. Like maybe I was interested in his story. And to be honest, I wasn't. I was kind of upset with this guy for hindering my writing process. But then I had to realize that I am at a laundromat. There's no privacy in a laundromat. That's a place where the public can really gather freely. There isn't a whole lot of snobbery at a laundromat, and I caught myself being a little bit arrogant.
Yeah, it's because you're airing out your dirty laundry, buddy.
I'm airing
There's
out.
Nowhere to hide.
Dude, my laundry, I mean, I've just so much dirty laundry in there, and this guy, and then, you know, I don't know. It just made me think about all those pets, you know, that maybe have been kidnapped or maybe not given back to the rightful owners, you know? Like we talked about those flying squirrels. Dude, so in college, if you guys missed the episode, we had flying squirrels in college, aka sugar gliders, okay? And they terrorized my friend Patrick to no avail. And so what we had to do is we had to re-release those sugar gliders in the wild. And flying squirrels are not native to any part of Mississippi. So they either started fucking other squirrels, and now there's like little hybrid guys running around, or they got eaten by foxes. I'm hoping they procreated, and there's like a cute little burrow somewhere of just fucking sugar gliders, you know, just hanging out, just being cute and cuddly, and just flying from tree branch to tree branch, eating acorns, enjoying fall weather, and some Ole Miss football. But you know, sometimes nature is a bitch, you know, and I bet you that sugar glider was feeling self-assured. You know, he was like, dude, I got this. You know, I've been in captivity all my life. What is this forest? I got this.
Yeah.
He slept for, he was taking a power nap. He slept for just a few minutes, and bam, a raccoon. Rocky the Raccoon from the Beatles. Rocky the Raccoon came
into
his space. And because he was nesting on the ground, because he was still high from when we hotboxed him in that little hamster wheel, it was dazed and confused. The thing about flying squirrels is they can't take off on ground. They got to be elevated. So this thing just starts to fucking want to fly. He's dreaming about flying. But dude, that Rocky Raccoon had other ideas. That Rocky Raccoon had his little fucking diggers, his little fucking claws out, dude, and it's just snomping. It's just munching, you know? And what could have happened is that raccoon, dude, kind of like the movie The Walrus, or Tusk, sorry, that raccoon maybe transformed the flying squirrel into a normal ground squirrel. Because if you don't know nothing about nature don't like diversity. Diversity is a species? Bitch, what? Right? So even though now there may be a flying squirrel, now it just looks like a normal squirrel. But I think, dude, I don't know what the normal age or normal like living age is of a squirrel, but I'm sure those things are 6 foot under and there's some kind of moss or fern, something kind of like that. I bet it, you know, really made for a good plant, those flying squirrels, you know. But I was just thinking about that when that person was talking about his girlfriend stealing his cat, you know. How do you get that? How do you get a pet back? Do you call the police and say, "Yo, Stephanie has my kitty"?
I think if you're a lawyer, you start specializing in pet separations,
like a
and
pet
custody battles.
Seriously, though.
In this town, yeah.
In this town, dude, like, yo, rappers have monkeys. I had flying squirrels, dude. Gerard has a pit bull. You know, I don't have a pet. You know, sometimes I imagine myself with either a cat or a dog, and then everyone I ask says, "Don't do it." And dude, no one. I don't know if my face just screams untrustworthiness or my general temperament does, but everyone I've talked to is like,
you can't be responsible for a piece of living property.
That's what they say. That's what they say. I mean, I think I'd be a decent daddy. I mean, I don't know. I've never taken care of a pet before, but I mean, I think that if I was still, doing nose nachos, it'd be a little harder. Doggy wants to go out, but Graham's sleeping until 5 p.m. Nose nachos. Right? Where's Graham? Oh, he's out at the bar, doing bumperoos in the bathroom, chugging beers, Heinekens, any kind of lager. And where is little old Sassafras, my dog? Sassafras.
Sassafras.
Where is Sassafras is at my house, pooping in the corner.
Yeah.
Because his owner's being a what? Bad boy. Right? But now, now I'm hanging out. My thing now, as a sober dude, is my vape pen, my Soarin' Drop, plugging up Soarin' Drop, and sugar-free Red Bulls. Get at me. That's what I get off to now. A little bit of jerking off, but I've tried to cut out porn, because I keep hearing that it's bad for you, even though I don't know, is it? It's just like deodorant, dude. This girl who I was hanging out with is like, I switched over to natural deodorant. And I was like, why? She's like, because it contains aluminum. I'm like, bitch, aluminum ain't never hurt no one. Right? Dude, aluminum's only here to help.
You sound like a pro-aluminum shill is what you sound like.
Dude, I'm chilling out them aluminums.
Yeah, we get paid a lot from the aluminum corporations.
Dude, has aluminum ever hurt you in any possible way except making delicious reheated lasagna?
Like aluminum foil?
Yeah.
Aluminum foil's pretty tight.
Tight.
Not gonna lie, use it a lot.
There you go. Bam, you heard it here first. Aluminum not bad for you. You can eat it. You can inject it. You can smear it underneath your eyelids. It's not gonna hurt you. But what is gonna hurt you are those stinky ass armpits. Fucking beef up. Put some chemicals underneath. That's why we live in this century. That's why we live in the 21st century, is so we have things like toothpaste. Who's using natural toothpaste? What is it, the fluoride? Has fluoride ever hurt you? No. Dude, I'll take a bath in fluoride and come out a better person. That's a bet. Dude, I hope our water system is laced with fluoride. Because if it's so, it's making me a better person. Right? No one wants to drink unfluorinated water. Right? Just like when you hop in a pool that has chlorine, it turns your hair green and your skin dry. Oh, is that all of a sudden bad? Can our kids not swim now? Because the pool has a little bit of chlorine to wash away all the stinky piss? I don't know, man. But I do know one thing, though. Public pools, I don't know if public pools are still a thing, but back in the day, dude, going to the public pool and ordering bagel bites for 10 cents a pop. And then Airheads for 10 cents a pop. And then you're looking, and the deep end, when you're a kid, the deep end of a pool is just so deep and tenebrous. There's no bottom to it, dude. And at the bottom of that is just a creature. It's like if Aquaman never really quite developed into a man. It's like an aqua teenager. And that's what's at the bottom of public pools. It's just an awkward, gawky youth, who has just been chlorinated too long, and he has like a fin sprouting out of his fucking bottom, and that's the thing that kids are afraid of, is that bottom little lurky teenager water monster in those public pools. Dude, there's one in every public pool, and he feeds off little kids, off little turdlets that kids sometimes excrete when they get too excited when they hop in that pool, because it's summertime and there ain't no class going on. But what's happening is a little bit excretion's going on, a little pooping, a little peeing. Number one. Number two, because you know what, it's too far to walk to the bathroom and you gotta go now. And also, dude, you don't gotta clean it up. Some lifeguard who's 2 years older than you does. You know? Dude, babysitters, babysitters are like 13 years old. When you're a kid, dude, babysitters are like 40. You know? It's just how we view things. Boxes of cereal used to last 2 months. Now they last 1 meal. I eat boxes of cereal like and put peanut butter in there. Like it's not even a big deal, dude. You know? I don't feel great afterwards, but I'm eating boxes of cereal because that is what I'm feeling and that's what I'm doing. Right? Oh, and this also. Eminem just dropped a new album. And Eminem, dude, he's 41 and angry. I love you, Josh Nass. We're talking about Eminem. Eminem is, dude, he's Marshall Mathers, EP. Marshall Mathers, Dr. Dre. I can't even, dude. He's too talented for me to even mimic. You know? Like, whoa, say, hold up, what? Eminem, the show, what the butt? Gotta be, oh no, what? Kim, hit the boo. Dude, Marshall, Mathers, what? Marshall, Mathers, LP on your CP, Dude, he raps so fast and people don't even respect fast rappers now.
Yeah, it's all about that slow.
It's all about that.
Hang and sing. And the time of the bang. Time of the day to hang.
Dude, it's all about that lean syrup. You know? Dude, talk about sizurp. I did sizurp once in my life and fell asleep for about a week after I did it. Me and my stepsister came in town, and when step siblings come in town, that's when things get a little bit crazy, right?
Yeah, they do.
And so I was feeling a little bit under the weather. And, I was like too poor to go to the doctor, but I had this black friend in South Central that sold sizurp. So I was like, I'm not going to go to the doctor. I'm going to be my own doctor, So what do? We drive down to South Central, me and my stepsister, when I am sick as a doorknob, all right? And we roll up, and the thing is, she delivers the lean, the cough syrup, the promethazine, codeine in a water bottle, which I didn't like too much because it didn't look sexy. I wanted that plastic, that doctor, dude, I wanted to get cough syrup that had another patient's name on it. That's that fresh. You get someone's pills that, Mrs. O'Connor's. You're like, damn, dude, she must be sick, but at least I know whose pills I'm taking. This came in just an unmarked water bottle. Just yellow cough syrup. Activist, I think is what it was called. So then after that, we grabbed it. And then I must say this also, my stepsister, the girl who we bought it from, had these amazing black braids. And the first thing my stepsister does is goes, ooh, those are pretty. Tries to touch her braids. Oh, big mistake. Big mistake.
Touch that girl's braids.
Don't do it. Dude, she was about to get her finger bit off. Like, I thought alligators, snapping turtles were vicious. No. Don't touch a black woman's hair is what I learned on that trip. So, we get the cough syrup, okay? It's a little bit underwhelming how little we got, but we're so excited, okay? We got half a bottle full of lean. So then we want to make a drink, and that's DRANK, drink. Because when you're doing lean, you can't spell nothing right, okay? So we stop by a gas station, and we pick up some... What is it? Is it not Faygo? That's what the clown posse drinks. We get what kind of drink do we get? We may have gotten like Sprite or something. But what it does, okay, so the cough syrup is like yellow and like it's beautiful. So we put the yellow cough syrup. We got 2 styrofoam cups because if you're just doing 1 cup, you ain't lean. You ain't lame. You ain't lame. You ain't lame. You have 1 cup, you ain't lame. You're 1 cup, you ain't learning. You have 2 cups to learn. 2 cups to learn. So we get 2 cups. The gas station charges us for both. That's $1 out of our pockets. So we get, and then also the ice is very important. You want that crushed ice because it makes the drink look like fragmented stained glass mirrors. It's beautiful. So you have the bubbly, sparkly Sprite mixed with this kind of heroic looking yellow sizurp. All right, but that's not all. So then together that makes this beautiful, with the ice, makes this beautiful looking concoction. And then on top of that, what do you add? You add a fucking Jolly Rancher, because that makes it look even prettier. So all of a sudden you're just drinking you're drinking just like, what's that movie that has the blue creatures in it?
Avatar.
Dude, you're drinking Avatar piss. That's what it is, though. 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 Avatar. That's what it is, though. Yep, that's what it is, though. Yep, that's what it is, though. Oh, that's what it is, though. Lady. Pork. Cut. Do it. Pork. Do it. Lady. Cut. Go. Can't speak after talk. Me asleep. Wake it up a cup. That's what I do, bro. That's what I do, bro. So anyway, dude, we have all the ingredients now to make the most significantly swaggiest Leeeeean Drank. We go back to my house, dude. We pour, we sip, and then about 10 minutes later, dude, I pass out for a week. I didn't even get to feel the cool effects of it because I was asleep. Dude. And I told her, I was like, at work the next day, because we worked together, I was like, yo, like, how does it work? I just fell asleep. She goes, you got to fight the sleep.
Why would you do that?
I know, right, dude? It's like taking an Ambien on an airplane, just fucking keeping your eyelids peeled open by. And dude, like, I mean, dude, honestly, it did make me feel so much better, though. So anyone out there that's looking to get fucked up on the fun, dude, contact your local lean dealer, get you some cups and some ice, and lean with it. You want to lean that cold out your system. You want to lean the flu out your body. You want to lean that diarrhea out your bum hole. I haven't done lean since, dude. Honestly, I think if I did lean right now, I wouldn't consider that a relapse because of how well it made me feel.
Just a well-deserved rest.
That's all it is, dude. And also, you know, you feel like you're doing something kind of bad, but I feel bad for my stepsister because I crashed, and I had this roommate named Steve, and Steve is the man. He's like the nicest guy in the world. Talks a lot, though. All right? So I leave my stepsister, who's whining, right? She's whining, dude. She's seeing fucking... Dude, she's like... She's cross-eyed, star-eyed. Dude, she's seeing fucking galaxies that don't exist. Right, dude? She's all over the place. She's wonky as a walrus, dude. She looks like she lost her neck. That's how much she's leaning, dude. She doesn't have a vertebrae at this point. Dude, she is just fucking one vertebrae away from being a slug. That's how hard she's leaning. And, dude, so my roommate comes in just fucking chipper. He just got off. He just got done working out. He just hopped in the cold pool. Dude, them two mixing. Like, I remember talking to her the next day, and she's like, I don't know what he talked about, but everything he was saying was in slow motion. And then Steve the next day was like, yo, your sister's not very talkative. And I was like, because she was leaning. So, dude, if I have any advice for any one of those of you that wants to lean, do it amongst one another, right? Because the last thing you want is to be with someone who is like is very logaraic when you're leaning. When you're leaning, a lot of words shouldn't be said. Honestly, you should just it should all be a tacit understanding of how you're feeling. You want to look at the other person and just like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how you communicate, just like by a little blurb. But yeah, dude, that was a fun, I guess, time. But yeah, dude, Eminem came out with a new album, and it's angry, and he's 40, and I like it, dude. He's going after these rappers. Little Youngsty, little fucking Zanzi, little fucking Yacht Boat. You know, dude, he's out there, dude. He's out there, dude. I feel like Eminem has an opinion about which car is better, Ford or Chevrolet, right? Ooh. Like, dude, like, you know those pictures that you see as stickers on cars of the guy pissing on a Ford or a Chevy? Yeah. That's Eminem in 2001, for sure.
Yeah,
dude, that's Marshall Mathers just pissing on your Chevy Camaro.
He is like Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes, if you think about it.
Dude, he is.
He could be Grown Up Calvin.
Dude, that should be his next album, Growing Up Calvin. That would be hilarious. Dude.
I want to see Eminem now with a big stuffed tiger, just to see if it looks right. I think it does.
I think it does. Definitely does, dude. I mean, Eminem may have even a real tiger, dude. He seems like a guy that would have a tiger chained up in his like guest bathroom, right? Like, don't go in there. Why? Because that's where fucking Hobbs hangs out. Oh, like a stuffed animal? Nah. This tiger's from Indonesia. Dude, I got that tiger after I rap battled an entire village. That was my prize. Yeah. Dude, but he's going at it, dude. He is, and I like the honesty, dude, and I like the anger. But like, I was thinking about it, and it's like, when I'm his age, do I want to be going after young comics? Yo, you comics these days, you know, you ain't telling real jokes. I don't know, but I like it, dude. I like.
You ain't telling real jokes.
What you're telling are only half truths and lies, you know. But dude, I feel like, you know, even nowadays, like comedians that are, you know, my age and younger and older are like, yeah, it's Jerry Seinfeld. He's the most unrelatable comic there is. And I cannot disagree. I mean, he's just. I mean, like when I hear Jerry Seinfeld and when I hear him, you know, do his bits, I just literally like, I don't know, it doesn't speak to me.
Right.
But when I see someone with, you know, coming out there in a firestorm like Joey Diaz or someone like that kind of honesty and that kind of like seemingly unpreparedness, but it's like is prepared chaos, and I like that. And that's how I kind of try to resemble my comedy. You know, Gerard, you saw a comedy show of mine, dude, and it was great. It was great to have some support out there.
You were fantastic. Did a great job.
Oh, dude, I could have done it. You know, and honestly, like and you saw it because, you know, Gerard knows me pretty well, and it's pretty cool as our relationship grows and stuff, and this podcast grows. But a lot of the stuff I said on stage came from this podcast, and it was nice to have this arsenal.
Yeah.
You know, because, like, say I needed to relate, you know, to a child joke. I'm like, oh, well, there was a time where, you know, I glued, you know, my back hair to my face. And then you can just bam, bam, bam. You just got it. Right? You just got it. So that was fun, you know, and that made me feel very appreciative. And then you go back to work the next day, and then you feel humbled again.
Yeah.
You know?
But did you know Adam Devine's legs were that short?
Dude, Adam Devine, I'm talking like tree stumps.
His head feels like it's almost as big as one of like his knee to his ankle.
Yeah, it's about the same like height.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah,
but he also was really funny.
He's very funny.
I'm not gonna take that away.
He's very funny. Yeah, dude. He's like a very blocky dude. You know.
Yeah, he's like a Lego man.
He's like oh, dude, that's what we should cast him in. Lego movie. Reach out to Adam Devine.
He's a human Lego man.
Dude, it's like. He is. It's like you know when it's cool to like you know be in the same you know atmosphere as you know guys who have you know are developed and stuff and who work and but But yeah, like, I don't know. It was good though. It was good. It just re-solidifies. It solidifies things, you know. And yeah, so that's good. And let's see what else. Besides that, dude, I've been staying grateful, man, and trying, you know, just get through this thing called life. And I think that's what we're all trying to do right now. It's just to try to not coast through life. We wanna be the captains of our ship. But I'm telling you right here, right now, you gotta hand it over sometimes, and you gotta give something more. You gotta give it up to something more than yourself sometimes. And I think it's very humbling, and I recommend that to everyone. It's made me feel better. Like right now, dude, like what I just said, everything I just said, I didn't even say it. Dude, that was space and time. That was, you know, gravity. And that was just, you know, chaos that just came inside me and just filled my bones with words. So on that note, guys, I'm bidding you adieu. I'm thankful. And I know Gerard is thankful also, dude. You should see his face right now. It looks like he just ate a crispy chicken sandwich from McDonald's. On that note, we are out. That's another episode of My Tight Hamstrings. I am Graham Rogers, and as always, our very handsome, stoic, impeccably dressed band leader, Gerard Bauer. We'll see you next time. Ta-ta.